How really did HTML started? HTML or HyperText Markup Language is the foundation of every website you see today. I know you've already used websites, especially when studying, searching, and even opening ChatGPT. I also know you've encountered many clickbaits that lead you to web browsers. But how really did those start? In 1990, HTML was created by Berners-Lee, a scientist working at CERN. He wanted a simple way for researchers to share documents across computers. So he invented the World Wide Web, the HTTP, and HTML. The first version of HTML was very simple. It only consists of text, headings, paragraphs, and links. No colors, no images at first, just structured text. In 1995, HTML 2.0 was created. This was the first standardized version. It introduced forms for input like text boxes and buttons, and more structured elements. At this time, websites were very basic and mostly text-based. In 1997, HTML 3.2 was created. New features included tables, applets, and better support for styling. Browsers like the Netspace Navigator and Internet Explorer was competing heavily during this time. In 1999, HTML 4.01 was made. This version improved structure and separated content from design. It encouraged using CSS for styling and cleaner coding practices. This version lasted for many years. In the early 2000s, XHTML was created. XHTML tried to make HTML more stricter by following XML rules. Developers had to close all tags properly and follow the exact syntax rules. It was more organized but harder to work with. And in 2014, a big improvement was made because HTML5 was created. HTML5 was a huge upgrade and is still the current standard today. It added video and audio support, canvas for graphics, semantic elements, and better support for mobile devices. HTML5 made websites more powerful and interactive. Today, HTML works together with CSS for design and JavaScript for interactivity. It powers billions of websites and platforms like Google, YouTube, and Facebook. Even modern web apps still rely on HTML as their base structure.
HTML is important because it is the foundation of every website on the internet. It provides the basic structure of a web page by organizing content such as headings, paragraph, image, videos, and links. Without HTML, web browsers would not understand how to display information properly. It serves as the skeleton of a website, giving shape and meaning to the content before design and interactivity are added, while CSS improves the appearance and JavaScript adds functionality. HTML is what holds everything together. HTML also makes it possible to connect page through hyperlinks, which is how the World Wide Web became a connected system of information. Because it is simple to learn and supported by all browsers, HTML is usually the first step for anyone who wants to create websites or become a web developer.